back. Our next guest is no stranger to our show. He's no stranger to TV at all. You saw him get discovered on American Idol several seasons ago. He has a new album. It's coming out today. Welcome via Skype, Mr. Tim Halperin. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Lisa. How's it going?
Really, really well. So good to see you this morning. And so tell us what's been going on with you.
Today's a huge day. My second, as we would say in the industry, my sophomore album is out and available, and I've just been so ready and anxious and excited to get this thing out there because I love these songs, and I've been excited for people to finally hear them.
Tim, are you getting comfortable now at this point with being like a legit performer? And I mean, you're seasoned now. I'm sure you've come a long way from your American Idol days.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think so, and I think these songs reflect that. I think as a performer, as a writer, I feel like I have matured. It's been 3 years now since Idol, which is insane to me. But I do still get nervous. I still get anxious. Like with this album, I've been so anxious. I think it's the second album is very hard because it's a very important album because it's about taking the right step forward and really dictates sort of a trajectory for most artists. And so I'm very happy with these songs, but getting it out is nerve-wracking. And still some concerts, like when we played with Kelly Clarkson. I mean, gosh, I was nervous before going on stage, and it's such a big opportunity.
Oh, but, that was such a big deal.
Grown.
Yes, such a big deal for you, I'm sure. Tim, I'm curious too, like, we see a lot of these artists who are amazing, and then we never hear from them again. You figured out a way to stay still doing what you love to do, and there's your talent, of course, which gets you there, but there has to be something else. What have you figured out that's getting you to keep going and keep making albums?
Yeah, I think talent is huge. I think it will always come down to the songs. But after that, I think what's been crucial for me is relationships and friendships. And in this industry, or any industry for that matter, how you treat people goes a really, really long way. And I've just discovered that, but I don't think it's a discovery. I think it just comes naturally. And so I think as long as artists continue to stay grounded and humble and hardworking, I think you really can make a career out of it. And, I'm not making millions of dollars, but I'm doing what I love for a living, and I'm so incredibly thankful for that opportunity.
Are you writing your own music on this new album?
Yeah, I had a hand in every single song. There were a few co-writes. As you may know, I moved out to Tennessee, and so I've been doing a lot of writing in Nashville. And so there are a couple co-writes from my time in Nashville, and with a couple of buddies. There's actually one rap feature on the album, which is new territory. Oh, yeah.
How did that happen?
It's kind of funny. I did a show with this rapper. He actually had the #1 album on iTunes last week. He had a new album come out. His name is Andy Mineo. And what I discovered is there's this huge scene of rap that's sort of been boiling from the ground up. And he was sort of in this group of rappers. They're called 116. It's Reach Records. And so he and I wanted to collaborate because I heard his stuff and I was way impressed. And never before had I been like, oh, I got to collaborate with that rapper. But his lyrics were so legit. And then it ended up being a label mate of his because he was working on his record. A guy named Triple E that's on one of the songs. But it turned out great, and I think that it gave the song a lot more energy, a lot more power in the message of the song, so it's pretty cool.
Did you have an emotional journey for this album? You know how most artists will talk about how, one particular album over the next has to do with maybe they had a baby or they had a breakup or they had something. Did you have something emotionally heavy that happened to you before this album?
Yeah. No babies for me, which is a plus. But there has been definitely a journey with this album, and as you all are definitely aware of, Kid Craddock's passing was definitely a hard time for me, and also just a time of reflection, time of I think growth and maturity as an artist, but more so as a person. And so taking that time, it was about a month and a half after he passed that we went to record the album. So we ended up just totally getting away, and we went to a house in the Rocky Mountains to record this album. And I think that was the best decision that we could have made, because just to get away and clear the air and get into the songs and the lyrics and the meanings and the melodies was a really powerful thing. And I think that'll come through when you listen to the album, just the passion of my voice and the songs themselves.
And Kid was such a fan of yours, Tim. He'd be really proud of this album, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. And I think one thing I'm really happy about is that I got to play a lot of these songs for Kid. They weren't recorded, but I would sit down at his piano and play them for him. And he was excited about several of the songs. And so that to me is very meaningful. And also we're partnering with Kids, his foundation, on this album, which I'm really excited about.
Oh, that's so great. So you're giving back a portion then to the Kids Foundation?
Yeah, we're giving 15% of album sales back. And, like we just talked about, with this being an incredible opportunity for me to do what I love for a living, well, several people have gone into allowing me to do that. And Kid is definitely one of them. But one of the greatest things he did was introduce Kids to me. And that was his passion. And now I love that is his legacy. And so to be able to honor not only this incredible DJ and leader in the DFW community, but also a dear friend of mine, and giving back to his foundation is such a joy for me to do.
Well, Tim, you are such a sweet guy. We love having you here. I hope you'll come visit us when you're back in town.
I will, yeah. I'm going to plan on swinging by in April, so I hope that's all right.
Oh, good. Yes, anytime. You're welcome anytime. Well, you take care.
Thanks so much, Lisa.
Good luck with the album.
All right, appreciate it. Take care.
You can download your copy of Tim's new album, Heart Tells Your Head, today on iTunes or wherever you buy your music. And we are back with more broadcast right after this.